Hello everyone, welcome to session 69 of Selenium training. In today's session, we are going to continue Jenkins, Git and GitHub. The last session explained the theoretical concept of Jenkins, Git and GitHub guys. In today's session, I am going to install GitHub, Git and Jenkins and configure them properly so that we can create a real-time kind of environment. Fine, let's start with GitHub. So what actually is GitHub guys? Can anyone say what actually is a GitHub?
It centralizes the repository, the code, centralize the code.
Where exactly it is present?
In GitHub.
Okay, fine. So it's a cloud guys, cloud platform, which you can make as a centralized repository. Okay, instead of having the code in your local machine, you can all the team members working on a single project can collaborate and put the collaboration code in a centralized repository known as one kind of means is known as GitHub. Okay, in kind of GitHub they can put. So just go here, open any browser and search for GitHub. Simply search for GitHub guys. The world leading software development platform they are saying. Okay, click on that. It's a cloud platform guys. So you need to create an account guys. If you don't have an account in GitHub, it's very simple. Click on sign up. Okay, you need to provide the username, email address, password and create an account. I think you already have an account. Let me try to log in with my account. So I already created an account guys. If you don't have an account, just sign up for that and create that. Okay, I just modified few things also. I just uploaded my image and I changed few profile details and all those stuff. Okay, I even changed like if you go to my profile, right, you will find all the details, who I am and all those stuff. I just updated it. Okay, if you want to do that, you can also do that. So I just logged into the GitHub now. Okay, so I'm going to use GitHub as a centralized repository for storing the project code. All the people working in a single project can put it here guys. Okay, put their code here. So one question here guys, is a GitHub free or premium?
Both. It's premium. For company mostly they use premium account.
Okay, yes, so it's both free and premium guys. If you want to, whatever the code you develop, if you want to hide it from others, that means you want to make the code uploaded into this particular account a private. That means only your project members need to be able to access the code, and out of your team, no one should be able to access the code. In that case, you have to purchase the license guys. Okay, if you want to make your project code private, then you have to go with the premium option. So what actually the company does, let's say you are working for one of the good company like Microsoft or Google. Okay, and do they allow you to keep the automation code public available
No.
for everyone? No, right? So we have to secure our code. There should be a perfect platform which protects our code from others. Okay, if I try to access the code of Microsoft guys or written by Microsoft guys, or if I try to access the code written by the employees in the Google company or whatever the companies, I should not be able to. If I am not a team member, I should not be able to. Okay, so for such kind of things, GitHub is charging guys. Okay, they have a premium account. You have to go with a premium account. Otherwise, if you feel that it's not a problem, even though your code is visible to other people. Okay, if I upload this code can be accessible by you guys. Okay, I don't have any problem in that. Okay, I don't have any problem because my code can be open. You can do whatever I want to, keep my code open. In that case, I don't have to purchase any license or pay any amount to the GitHub provides me a free account where I can upload as much code as I want, and all the people in the world can see my code. Okay, it cannot be private, it is open. These are the two accounts available in the GitHub guys. So for now, whatever the account I created is a non-premium account. That is, whatever the code I'm going to upload in my GitHub account is going to be visible outside my account. Okay, even though the person doesn't belong to this project or something, he can even still access my code. So that's the only challenge. Fine, I'm okay with that. So I created a GitHub account which is kind of free. Now here, click on this icon. I have an option of your repositories. Okay, click on the your repositories. I already have few repositories created, guys. Okay, if I don't want, I can delete that. Where is the delete option? I don't know. Settings. Okay. Okay, delete this repository. Okay. Asking, please type in the name of the repository to confirm. What is the name of the repository I want to delete? Demo project. So this one is already there. So that's why I'm trying to delete. Okay. I want to make a fresh account for you guys for explanation. So I'm deleting my existing repositories. Another one is there. This is a settings. Go to settings. Scroll down. This is the name of this account is www.seleniumhq.org. I just created this repositories long back, so I'm just clearing them out. Oh, sorry. I have to type the name of the repository to delete. Okay, it's a secured way of deletion. Fine. Now I don't have any repositories in my account, guys. Even I go to my account kind of thing and then click on your repositories option. Arun Motori doesn't have any public repository set. These are public, guys. The code, the repositories are that I'm going to create in this account are going to be public, accessible by everyone. That's why they are calling as public. Fine. So let me create a new repository. I have created a public account on GitHub. I don't have to create because an account is already there for me. If you don't have an account, you can create an account. It's as simple as creating a Gmail account or whatever the account on the web. Okay. And GitHub, what is GitHub? GitHub is a code hosting platform for version control and collaboration, right? Centralized repository. If you want to create a centralized repository of your code for which all your team members of the project want to collaborate and change the versions accordingly. For such things, we have to go with some platforms like GitHub. GitHub is one of the platform. Okay, there are many other things in the market, but most of the people are using nowadays GitHub for code hosting. So if I put this code here in GitHub, is a local code or is it available in local machine or somewhere else?
On Git server.
On a Git server, right? And the Git
Yes.
server, it will be available. Okay, it's not in your local machine, guys. You are putting your code at a particular location where everyone can access. Okay, you will give access. Every team member of your team can access. Okay, that kind of centralized repository you are creating on the web. It's not on your local machine. Instead, the code you are trying to put will not be there in your local machine, guys. Instead, that will be there in a cloud platform. Somewhere on the web, it will be internet. Over the internet, you will be sharing the code. The code will not be there in your local machine. The centralized repository code, centralized repository will not be there in your local machine. Rather, it will be there on the internet over the web. Fine. The purpose for this GitHub is for code hosting platform for version control and collaboration. I explained yesterday. Now let's create a new repository, guys. Okay. Create a new repository. Let's name this repository as demo project to store the code on the server instead of in the local machine. Let's do that. How to create a new repository? Do you see any plus icon here?
Yes.
Click on this plus icon. You will get this option: new repository, import repository, new case. Generally, we'll select this new repository option for creating a new repository. Okay. So here you have to give the repository name. I'm going to give the repository name as demo project. Some demo project, guys. Some Selenium demo project or what demo project. Some normal project name I given, and you can write the description of this project. What is the purpose of this project? Okay. So it's optional. You don't. It's not mandatory. But if you want to write, you can write description about this project. Have created this project to for demo purpose. For demo purpose. Demo purpose or training purpose. I can give anything. Okay. Based on the purpose of the project creation, I will give a name, a description here, why I created that. And here there are two options coming. One is public and another one is private. So public means your code will not be secured, guys. Your code, even though since this is a free account, you will generally choose public, guys, so that your code will not be secured. It can be accessible to anyone. Okay, that is public. But can I select private? Immediately when I select private, it is asking me to upgrade my account. How much they are asking to pay? $7 per month. You have to pay $7 per month in order to purchase this private. If you want to make your code private, then you have to pay $7 per month. Okay. You can create unlimited private repositories. You can cancel any type. You can pay. All these payment options are coming, but I'm not going to purchase anything. Instead, I'm going to go with the public option now. Okay. I don't mind if my code is shared with others. So not a problem. So don't worry about all this stuff. Simply create repository. Okay. Done. So I have created a repository. The name of the repository is demo project. Demo project repository. Demo project repository. Okay. So is there any code available in this demo project repository now? Is there any code available?
No.
No, it's a blank, guys. Okay. There is no particular code in this demo project repository. Empty repository. This is empty location, you can say. Empty folder on the web. Okay. Not in your local machine. Empty folder on the web. Somewhere on the web, which GitHub is taking care of. Fine. There is no code inside this GitHub repository now. Okay. Empty repository. Demo project is a empty repository. Rather, I'm thinking like, is that how to update this? Settings. I want to rename this, guys. Instead of project, I will give repo. Okay, just to match. This is a repository, guys. It's not a project. It's a repository. Okay, I'm just renaming it so that to have a proper name. You can give any name, but still, I don't want to confuse. So I'm just giving demo project repository. This is a repository. It's not a project. Okay. In this repository is nothing but some kind of folder on the website, web internet, where and in this particular folder, empty folder on the internet, there is no code. There is no code available. There is no project available. Okay. This is the first step, guys. This is how you can create a repository to store the code on the server instead of in the local. Now we can treat this GitHub repository as a server. Okay, somewhere GitHub, this is a GitHub server. You can imagine that there is some server that GitHub is maintaining. In that server, there is a repository. This particular folder is there without any code, without any project code. Okay, so instead of so we are going to use this particular repository folder for storing the project in the future. Okay, at present there is no code, but in future, in upcoming session or today's, I will try to do today if any possibility. So we can put our code, we can host our code, we can upload our code into the website. Okay, in this particular folder on the internet, we can upload our code in your local machine. From your local machine, you can push the code into this repository on the web, which is hosted by the which platform? This repository is hosted by which platform? Guys, this demo project repository is hosted by which platform?
GitHub.
Yes, GitHub. That's it. Very simple. So we are done. I created an empty repository on the GitHub, okay, which is on the web now instead of our local machine. So which is empty. There is no code. I will try to push the code in future. Okay. Let's go with the next one. What is the next one? Git. This is GitHub. Next one is Git. So why I am going to use Git? Any idea? Why I'm going to use Git?
To commit the code.
Yeah, yes, to upload the code, to check in the code, to check out the code. Okay, for such kind of operations, I have to use Git. What does Git contain how to check in, check out, and update. Using what I will check in, using what I will check out. So what actually will be there in the Git? What actually will be there in the Git? What does the Git has to check in, check out, and update? What does the Git provide? How can I check in? How can I check out? Using what I can check in? Using what I can check out? Any idea?
Using GitHub.
Pull and push.
Thing is that Git has some commands. Okay, some Git commands will be there. Using that Git commands, I'm going to check in the code into GitHub or check out the code from GitHub to my local machine, or I can update the code from the GitHub to my local machine. So all these operations I can do only with the help of GitHub commands which are provided by Git. Okay, once you install Git, you will get some commands. Using that commands, you can perform the check-in, check-out, and update operations. Okay, I was expecting the Git commands answer from you guys. Okay, fine. So what is Git now? Git is a version control system using which we can version, upload, maintain, and download the Git from the centralized repository code hosting platform known as GitHub. Okay, GitHub. Fine. Git will communicate with the GitHub with the help of the Git commands, using which you can version the code. You can give a particular version to the code which is hosted on the GitHub, or you can upload the new code. You can maintain the code. That means you can update the code in the GitHub. You can change the code in the GitHub, or you can download the code from the GitHub to your local machine as a fresh if you are a new user. Okay, all such kind of commands will be provided by Git. I'll explain all this stuff practically. Don't worry. Now let's install the 32-bit version of Git in our local machines. How to install? So let me search for Git if there is any Git in my local machine or not. There is no Git in my local machine. So what I will do? Let's go to Google. I will simply say Git download. Okay, Git download. When I say Git download, I got an option like this: Git downloads. First result. Click on the first result. So I'm getting this download option. Okay. So Mac, Windows, Linux. Which one I need to choose, guys?
Windows.
Windows. I need to choose Windows. Click on the Windows option. So when I click on the, sorry, something happened automatically. So just cancel this one. You don't have to install 32-bit, 64-bit. It's better to install 32-bit. Okay. It supports both 32-bit and 64-bit. I generally go with all the 32-bit versions of software every time. Okay. It's okay. You can go even with 64-bit, but I prefer 32-bit every time. Okay. Downloading it. So it's automatically downloaded 64-bit, but I cancelled the 64-bit downloading process, which is automatically started. Instead, other Git for Windows download is there. Here, you can either go with the 30-bit or 64-bit. Generally, I choose 32-bit to be in sync. So 32-bit Git for Windows setup. Click on that. It will download the 32-bit version of the Git, which is the latest version. 2.18 is the latest version for today. Okay, today 2.18 is the latest version. Let me download this. It's taking 3 minutes of time. Okay, the download is done. The download is done. Show in folder. This is what got downloaded. Okay, Git. You double click on this. I got a prompt on my machine. User account control. I'm just pressing yes, clicking yes button, and it's asking me to set up. So one thing is license agreement. You don't have to read, but click on next. So this is the path where the Git is getting installed in my machine. Program files, 32-bit, right? So it will be installed in the program files x86, and it is going to create a new folder known as with the name Git. Okay, this is a location where the Git is getting installed in my machine. Click on next. Don't change anything. Click on next. Click on next. Next. Don't change anything. With the default options, try to install Git. Okay, you don't have to change any options while installing. Git is getting installed now. So it's getting installed. Let's wait. Almost done. It's almost done. Okay. Yeah. Completing the Git setup wizard. I don't want to view the release note, so I'm just unchecking it and clicking on finish. Now the Git got installed in my machine. How to confirm whether the Git got installed in my machine or not? Just in your program, in your menu or Windows menu, or like in the search, if it is Windows 10, just type Git. You'll get something known as Git bash. That means Git got successfully installed in my machine. Fine. So that's fine. I have successfully installed Git in my machine. That's fine with Git. We'll go with the Git commands at later point of the sessions. Okay. For now, we created an empty repository in the GitHub, and then I installed Git in my machine. Okay. Two things we have done. Now let's go with the Jenkins. Okay. Let's go with the Jenkins now. Third thing is Jenkins. How to download and install Jenkins in your machine. Okay, I'm going to, there are different ways guys to install Jenkins, but I'm going to go with the easier way. Okay, I generally choose easier paths rather than doing all the command prompt stuff and all. So let's try to install Jenkins in easier manner. So how to install Jenkins? Again, go to Google, Jenkins, download. So download Jenkins option came here. Click on that first link. So here, so this is a download page already. You don't have to again click on the download option. Just scroll down a bit. There's something here, long-term support and weekly is there. Just go with the weekly option. In that weekly option, download Jenkins for different options are there. So here, select this Windows option. Okay. Under the weekly, under Jenkins download something version. In that, choose Windows option. Click on this Windows option. Thank you for downloading Windows installer. Some page has come and the Jenkins has started installing in my machine. Okay, in my Linux. So 4 minutes to go. So almost done. Download is almost done. Let it complete. So few more seconds left to download. Let's wait. Okay, done. Show in folder. This is the folder. Right click, extract all. Extract. So I extracted it. This is extracted folder. In that Jenkins exe file is there. Double click on this Jenkins exe file. So welcome to Jenkins setup wizard. Click on next. This is a 32-bit version again, and it's going to create Jenkins folder. Okay, this is the path where Jenkins is going to get installed in my machine. Click on next. Ready to install Jenkins? Yes, install. Please wait while the setup wizard installs Jenkins. So it's kind of installing now properly. Let's wait it to complete the installation. So I got a prompt here on my machine. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes, I selected yes. So it's kind of installing now. Yeah, completed the Jenkins setup wizard. Click on finish. So it directly opened localhost 8080. Okay, there is a reason, guys. There is a reason why it opened. Fine, though the site can't be reached, it has tried to open the localhost 8080, but something didn't work out. Fine, don't worry about that. We are done installing the Jenkins now in our machine. I installed the Jenkins successfully. I downloaded the Jenkins and installed it. Now, let's go to any browser. Let's say I'll go to my, let's say any browser. It can be Chrome browser or it can be Firefox. So I generally prefer Firefox. So let me open the Firefox browser. Close. I'm just opening the Firefox browser. Let's wait for it to open. So in this, type localhost colon 8080. Okay. Generally, guys, when you install Jenkins software in your machine, it will be hosted at this particular port number, guys. Okay. 88 is the default port number where Jenkins will be installed. Okay. In order to access Jenkins, which is installed in your local machine, you have to type localhost colon this port number you have to give 8080. Different softwares may get installed on different ports, right? But Jenkins will be installed on this 8080 port by default. Okay. Simply browse localhost colon 8080 in your browser, the Firefox browser. When you search, what is happening, guys? It is asking you to unlock Jenkins. Okay. It is asking you to unlock Jenkins, and I don't know any administrator password. Okay. Did I create any password so far? I just downloaded and installed Jenkins, but I have not created an administrator password. Don't panic. Simple. It is saying that to get this administrator password, you have to, in your local machine, you have to go to C program files, Jenkins, secrets folder in that initial admin password. Let's go there, guys. Okay. Let's open the folder. Go to your C drive. In C drive, where, guys? Program files. The program files, Jenkins folder. Okay. And in the inside the Jenkins folder, you need to open which folder? Secrets folder. Inside the secret folder, you'll be find one file with the name initial admin password. Initial admin password. Right click on this. Edit with any notepad or notepad plus plus. Okay. Open with the notepad or something. Okay. I'm given with an option of edit with notepad plus plus. So I'm just opening with that. Okay. So this is a password, guys. Copy this password. You will have your own password. So in the browser where it is asking you to, okay. So this is unlock Jenkins page. Okay. Paste the password which you have copied from that particular file, initial admin password file. Click on continue. Okay. Setup wizard. Setup wizard of Jenkins came into picture. Getting started. Customize Jenkins. Plugins, extended Jenkins or additional. It's asking you to either install the suggested plugins or select plugins to install. Generally, you have to go with install suggested plugin option, guys. Okay. Click on. It's by default selected, but select it again. Okay. So we are going with the recommended plugins rather than customized plugins. So getting started, each and every plugin will get installed, guys. These are recommended plugins for Jenkins. By default, these are recommended. So all these plugins should successfully get installed in your when you install Jenkins. Okay, when you configure Jenkins. This is a configuration process of Jenkins, guys. Okay, fine. One plugin got successfully installed. Folders plugin, that is this is a which plugin? It is a Jenkins plugin. It is a Jenkins plugin, guys. Folders is done. Let's wait for all the other plugins to get successfully installed without any failure. Sometimes some plugins may fail, so you have to reinstall them. It will ask you to reinstall. In that case, you can reinstall and make it pass if something fails. Let's hope that all the plugins will get successfully installed here. So almost 5 plugins got successfully installed so far. Let's wait for the remaining plugins to get successfully installed. Yeah, almost 6 pass. 7. 8. 8 plugins got successfully installed so far. So these are the default plugins, guys. Once all these plugins are successfully installed and you go inside the Jenkins, at some point of time you may require some other plugins which are not there here, guys. Okay, in that case you have to install. You can still install the required plugins, okay, at later point of time. But these are the recommended plugins which are recommended by default. If anything is needed in your real-time environment, you can install it manually, separately. Okay, almost 9 plugins got installed so far. Okay, almost all plugins got installed. Only 2 of them left. Let's wait for them to complete. Okay, only 1 left. Yeah, all the plugins got successfully installed without any failure, guys. In my case, okay, that's a good sign. Fine. Let's give some username here. Let me give the username as QAFox. Okay. Let me save this username and all the stuff somewhere. Okay. This is a Jenkins username. I'm giving the username as QAFox. Okay, QAFox. Name of the QAFox. And here I'll give the password as Selenium. Selenium as a password. Password is I gave Selenium. I'm confirming the password as Selenium. My name I gave, and around@qafox.com I am giving. Okay, email address also I am giving. So fine. Click on save and continue. Instance configuration. Jenkins URL is, this is the URL of the Jenkins. Localhost port number is 8080:8080. Click on save and finish. Jenkins is ready. Your Jenkins setup is complete. Start using Jenkins. Click on that. It will take you to the dashboard, guys. If you want to log out and log in again, you can do that. Okay, click on logout and close this browser. Okay, fine. Click on this Firefox. Type localhost 8080. It's asking you for the username. What is the username I gave? QAFox. Password I gave Selenium. Selenium. Click on sign in. It has to allow you to sign in, guys. Okay. So this is done. So we have installed all the plugins, required plugins by Jenkins. And now let's create a freestyle project in Jenkins, and I'll explain the building process. Okay, fine. Where is that? This is the one. So we have logged into Jenkins. Welcome to Jenkins. And it's asking you to please create new jobs to get started. You can either create new jobs or click on the new item. Anything is fine. Okay, you can click here. Same thing. You can also click on the new item on the left. That's also same thing. Okay, you can go from anywhere. So create new jobs. Let's try that. Enter an item name. So demo project building. Okay, demo project building project. Demo building project or demo project building. Okay. So in Jenkins, I created a item name known as demo project building. And in this, let's go with the freestyle project for now. Okay. For now, let's go with the freestyle project. Select this freestyle project and click on OK. Fine. So it has created the demo project building with the name, a project demo project building got created. Okay, this is an item name. This is item name in Jenkins. You can create multiple things, guys. I can go to Jenkins dashboard. Only one got created for now. Demo project building got created. If you want to create another one, you can create a new item. You can create as many number of you want. Okay, there's no limit. Here only one I created. This only item is only one. Only one item is available in this Jenkins. This is the name of the item. Immediately after creating an item, it has taken us to the configuration place, guys. Okay, this is the configuration part. When I created the project, when I created this item, it has taken me to the configuration part. So from there, I navigated away to the dashboard again. If you want to again go to the configuration, select this drop down option beside this item name and click on this configure option. It will take you to the configuration of that particular item. Here you can, this is the name of the item. Demo project building is the name of the item in Jenkins. You can give any description you want. This item is created for demo purpose. Okay, for training or demo purpose. You can give any description that if you want. Okay, that's fine. So fine. Description I gave here in the configuration of the item. Scroll down. You don't have to select any of these things. Here something known as source code management is there. Let's say I don't have any code in GitHub so far. So what are the code I have in my local machine only? That too in my Eclipse IDE. This project is in my local machine, right? So this particular project and July project is there in my local machine. Okay, in my local machine, this particular project is available. So here in Jenkins, in source code management, where is my source code available at present? Local machine or GitHub? Tell me, guys.
Local mission.
Yes, it's there in my local machine, right? So I will select none option. Okay, I will select none option. If it is there in your local machine, you have to select none option. And scroll down. So here build triggers option is there. In this build triggers option, you need to select build periodically. Okay, build periodically. What does this build periodically mean? I will explain that. Okay, so here you need to select something known as build periodically under the build triggers. These are nothing but timing, guys. Okay, so how you want your automation code to be executed, how many times? So it has to be executed periodically. Here you need to provide the schedule. How frequently you want to run your automation code. You have to specify here. Okay, how frequently you want to run your build your automation code. Building is nothing but execution of your automation code in your local machine for now, because here none I selected, that means it will take from the local machine. So here build periodical means how periodically, how frequently I have to run the code. How to Jenkins has to execute the code how frequently. So for that, guys, to set the how periodically, okay, none. I will come to there. Can build periodically. Here, if you want to execute your automation code by Jenkins, if Jenkins has to execute your automation code for every minute. For every minute, it has to run the automation code. In that case, you have to go with this option. Okay, this 5-star option. So and let's go with this 5-star option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars. If I put this 5 stars here, what does this mean? What does that mean, guys? Okay, is anyone? Okay, if I give this 5 stars here, that means that the building process will be done every minute. For every single minute, the building process will be automatically done by Jenkins. Jenkins will, building is nothing but it will execute. Okay, it will execute the code. Fine, that's fine. Let's go to the build environment. Let's go to the build environment. Do I have to select anything here? No, don't worry about this build environment for now. Scroll down. If you don't want your building process to be done every minute, you have a few more options, guys. This will be like every day at 5 a.m. the building process will be done by Jenkins. Okay, that means automation code will be executed at 5 a.m. early morning. Okay, every day it will be done. If you want to execute the automation code at 12 midnight, then you have to go with this option. Okay, then you have to go with this option. And there are a lot of options like this. Okay, I just put the frequently used ones. Every Wednesday 5 a.m, every 6th hour, every 5 minutes. You can tweak this a bit and then use it for your purpose also. Every 5 minutes, if you want, you have to use this code. You have to use this particular code for every 5 minutes. For every 2 minutes, you have to use this particular code. Like that, there are a lot of things we can provide here. Do you really mean every minute when you say star star star? Perhaps means to poll once per hour. If you want to change it to hour, it's saying that you have to put this code. This will execute for every minute. This particular code means it will be the automation code will be built and executed for every minute. So if you want to make it to hour, you have to select this code. It is saying it's giving a kind of hint. So like that, there is a lot of code, guys. You can click on this help icon. You can get a lot of documentation on this, like how to get this code and what are the different ways you can apply this particular code for build triggering process frequency. Okay. For now, let me go with the 1 minute thing. Okay, 1 minute thing. Now scroll down a bit. Build option is there. Click on this. So here, invoke ant option. Select for now. Don't worry about invoke how. Add build step is there here. So there are different options here. So let me go with the execute Windows batch command, execute shell, is invoke and invoke Gradle script. A lot of options are there. Let me go with the first option, that is execute Windows batch command. Okay, I want to execute some Windows command. Before providing a command here, in my local machine, let me type cmd command prompt. Here I will say echo percentile time percentile. When I entered this, what is the output, guys? I'm getting the output as the current time I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting the current time, that is 22, 28, 33, 45. Okay, which seconds I'm getting this. This is the current time. This is a window command, guys. This is a window command. It kind of can be executed in the command your Windows command prompt also. The same command I want to provide here. Echo percentile time percentile. This is the code, guys. This is the automation code for now. Let's assume. Okay. So instead of executing the automation code, I will be executing the Windows batch command in this particular project. In the demo project, in this demo project building item, I'm going to execute this particular Windows command. Okay. Before going to the automation code, I'm going to build this. I'm going to just show how the Jenkins works, guys. How the Jenkins will build the process and then execute this particular command. Okay. This particular command should now be executed for every single minute. This particular command should get executed. Okay. For every single minute, this particular command echo percentile time should get executed. So fine. So some post build actions are also there. We'll not go with this for now. I will cover in the upcoming sessions. Okay. This post build actions I will cover in the upcoming sessions. For now, I covered only the description I wrote. Then I selected the source code management as none because the code is there in my local machine. Then frequency I kept. Okay. For every minute it should be run. So this build trigger, when should the build be triggered? For every minute it should be triggered. Then I gave the build environment here. Which one need to be built? Okay. Do I need to build an automation project or do I need to build a Windows batch command? So what should be executed? Should be written here. So for demonstration purpose, I am just taking a simple Windows command which prints the current time when executed. Okay. So for demonstration purpose, I am not taking the real automation code. Instead, I will be executing this particular Windows batch command. Fine. So let me save this. So after saving this, so let's go back to the dashboard. Okay. So here you see, here one option is there, enable auto refresh. Okay, enable auto refresh is there. Select this option. So what does this option do? Automatically it will refresh the page. Okay, frequently it will refresh the page. So here already one build is done, guys. So for every minute, let's wait. 12 seconds is there after 12 seconds has been completed after the build has been done. Hash one build is already done. Okay, so let's go with the hash one. So what is the output of the hash one? Click on the hash one. It will take you to this particular page where you will see a console output option. Click on this console output. In the console output, you see the timestamp got printed. Okay, that means Windows batch command got executed successfully as part of the build one. It is there 223101. Okay, let's go to the dashboard again. So 46 after the first building. So it has to complete 1 more minute, guys. For every minute, a new build will be created here. Hash 1, hash 2, hash 3, like that. Okay. So 56 seconds completed. So the next build will be created for after 1 minute, right? So after next refresh, you see second build got created. So go with the second, click on the second build, click on the console output, you see 2232. At 2232, another build got created. Go back. Like that, guys, Jenkins will automatically, okay, automatically execute that batch command for every single minute. You don't have to worry. If even if I close and try to log in and login, okay, let me close Jenkins for now. I forgot what actually is there in the Jenkins for now. Okay, that's fine. I just kept it aside. I just kept it aside. So after some time, let's say a minute or two, I'll open the Jenkins. Okay, I'll open the Jenkins. After a minute or two, I'll open the Jenkins. Let's wait for some time. And now open this Firefox browser. Say localhost :8080. Now give the username and give the password. Click on sign in. How many builds happened, guys? 3 builds. Even though you closed it, the third build has happened. Okay, that's how the Jenkins will take care of it. Okay, if even you close in the background, it will keep on building building whatever that has to build. Okay, whatever that has to be built. So this is so far I didn't provide any automation code, guys. Okay, but I want to, instead of building this particular Windows batch simple batch command, what I want to do is I want to build a real automation code. Okay, so I'll explain that for now. So let's stop the building process. How to stop the building process? So I will change the configurations, guys. Let me change the configurations. So instead of build periodically, right, I will remove the build periodically option. So this option I will remove. Okay, and I will save it. Now it will not build periodically, guys. Okay, it will not build periodically. Even after 1 minute, this build will not change now. Okay, because I have removed the frequent building process step. Okay, instead, now if I want to build, how I have to do? Simply click on this drop down and you have to manually select this build now option. Okay, when I manually select it, you see build #5 came. Again, if I manually select the build now, refresh this page, build hash will automatically come. Again, build now, refresh this page, #7 will come. So you have to manually build now. Okay, you have to manually build the item. If you remove the frequent building of Jenkins, you have to manually build on your own. This is also possible. Now the builds will not get changed. Fine. So let me do one more thing. This time, let me take a real project. Okay, real project. Let me check. So let me go here. This is a real project, and July project is a real project. This particular project is there in my local machine. So let me create a new item. Okay. So here I will say demo project to build. Okay, to build. Create, select freestyle project. Click on OK. It will take you to the configuration page of that particular item. This is the second demo. Okay, this is second demo. Scroll down. Here source code management, local code, none which should be there. Build triggers. If you want to build periodically, you can keep, otherwise you can build manually, as I mentioned. I am not selecting for now. Build environment, don't worry about that. Build, click on this build. Here select, instead of execute Windows batch command, okay, select invoke ant. In this ant, click on advanced option. It will ask you for a lot of things. Okay, so I have to give the build file here. Path of the build file I have to give. Go to this project in your local machine in your Eclipse IDE. Right click on this build. This is an ant project, guys. You remember, right? Ant build.xml is the file that will be there in the ant project. Right click on this build.xml file. Properties. Copy this path of the build.xml file of the ant project and paste it here completely. And one more thing here, go inside this build.xml file. Here there are different targets. Initialization target is there, clean target is there, compile target is there, class path is there, run is there. So I want to run this one. Okay, I want to invoke this run target. So here in the targets, simply copy paste the name of this target, that is run. Okay, paste here. That's done. Now one more thing here is scroll down. So that's it. Click on save. Click on save. Go to the dashboard. I didn't set the periodical running of the builds, so I have to manually build this. Click on this. Select build now option. Refresh this project. Okay, you see demo project 2 build is running. The project, the automation code in my local machine will run now. Okay. So you will not see any action in your machine, guys. Even it's running in the background. Okay. You will not see anything, any action in your machine. So it's kind of hidden mode. Headless thing will happen. Will not see any action in your machine, guys, though your automation scripts are running, though your real automation scripts. Here you see in this class 1, class 2, class 3, so there is some automation code already written. Let's open this class 1 here. Some WebDriver code is there, but do you see anything, any browser opening in your machine? No, right? Nothing will open, guys. Everything will happen in a silent, in the background. Everything will happen in the background. You have to wait until this build is completed. You have to get #1 here. Okay, let's wait for the #1. It's still running in the background. All the automation scripts will run in the background, guys. You will not see any browsers executing those scripts. Okay, everything will happen in the background. You see #1 came, click on this #1. That means all the automation scripts in this particular automation project got executed successfully. So click on this console output. Cleaning is done, initialization is done, compiling is run is done. So all the 5 runs, failures are 0, skips are 0. That's fine. So all my automation scripts got successfully executed in the background, guys. Okay, this is how Jenkins will execute all your automation scripts in the background. Rather, you will not see any browsers running in the front. Okay, fine. Fine. This is about this is how you can work with Jenkins, guys. Okay, so there is still more to explain about Jenkins, Git and GitHub, which I will be taking in the next session. Okay, this next part will be taken up in the next session. So far, this is about Jenkins, Git and GitHub for today. So guys, is it clear? Is it clear? So far, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just practice that, guys. This is a practical session. So just practice on your own. Try to run this basic echo percentile time Windows batch command first. Okay, once you are successfully with this, try to run the AND project with the help of build.xml path. Okay, try to run this AND project. So that's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time and continue with the Jenkins, Git and GitHub concepts. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys. Then bye. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Yeah, bye.